let me tell you the day we have been through. Oh my god, there's so much. It is day 0 of ALA, and I'm here with Jody. It's raining outside, so that's why we have an umbrella and a hoodie. So now it's time to set up. We are in row 700. So this is the mostly finished display. I decided to just pack away the bags and like keychains and everything that's loose just because it's only day 0 and we're not selling until tomorrow. I will note that this table is literally exactly 6 by 2. It's like exact. If anything, this might even fall off. So exactly 6, and this is 6 cubes. And then these cubes are 12 by 12, so 2 feet. Just something to keep note of. Also, what's nice is that they do provide a sign in the back. So I know before, or last year at least, they had it up front here and it was voluntary to add that on here, and most of the time people would take it off. But I do like that it's up on there so attendees can see the booth number. As far as I know, ALA does not have a height limit, so we did take full advantage of our 5-foot setup, or I would say 7-foot setup if you include the 2-foot table, just so you can see the sign from far away, which is very helpful. Since there is space between the table next to you, I did add a logo onto the sides, and I plan to put it there as well, just so people can see it if they're walking from that way and they see like, oh, I know that logo, I've seen it somewhere, and then they see my stuff and they're like, oh, I have seen her stuff before. This is how Artist Alley looks. It is so big. Like, it goes all the way over there. I have a lot of thoughts on that, but I don't want to comment until the event actually shows. Hello! Hello! All closed up for the day. See you tomorrow. Day 1. We are here. This is the full table display and it's so cute. This year I came prepared with ribbons. If you're not familiar with Anime LA, they are a ribbon con, and what that means is that they do have ribbons available, or this is a con where they promote having ribbons to add onto your badge. Last year I definitely did not know that they were that kind of convention, so this year I am prepared. I brought 4 different kinds of ribbons. This one is with purchases of any Jujutsu Kaisen item. This one is for One Piece purchases. This one is for Chainsaw Man purchases. And this one is with any purchase. Pretty much in order to get any of these ribbons, you just need to spend at least $15 at this booth, and then you'll get this one automatically. Basically, to get any of the other ribbons, you just need to get an item from that particular anime, and then you'll get that ribbon in addition to this one. So very good incentive. I'm curious to see how that will affect sales. I also made a sign to display the different types of ribbons that we have available, and it kind of explains as well where you get this ribbon with purchase of $15 or more. If you want to get any of these particular ribbons in addition to this one, you just need to purchase anything from these anime. So as mentioned, I just did not have time to do an intro for today, but it is day 1. It is 12:21. I feel like for a Thursday it's pretty good, at least for me, and comparing it to last year. I know last year I only did like a little over 20 sales. Again, I barely had anything. Right now we're about 15 sales and it's only been an hour because it opened at 11. I feel like the difference in that from last year versus this year, a few factors actually. One, I have a lot more products. Before I only had stickers and pins and a few magnets, and they were mostly like Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, but now also included One Piece, Spy Family, Evolutions, and like a few other things. Another one would have to be that we included ribbons, as mentioned. I feel like a lot of people were more likely to buy a little bit more than usual just because of the $15 minimum purchase to get a ribbon. We're also participating in a stamp rally, so any of the audience of that other particular artist. Hello! Oh, thank you. So for our B grade bags, they're $70, but it's only for these 5. For the Heart Eater bags, they're currently up for pre-order. These are the bags available. They are available for pre-order on my website. I didn't get to finish, but another thing that I feel like helped a lot was the stamp rally. And basically, like, we partnered with a few other vendor friends in that if you buy anything Chainsaw Man or Vegeta related, you'll get a stamp. And the goal is just to get these completed by the end of the day and then go to Jiyun's table where you'll be able to retrieve your prize. This is how the booth looks from behind. It is incredibly messy. I honestly didn't have time to organize everything, and by the time the event opened, there was already a line, so I just did not have time. This is a view of the back of the booth. Messy as always. It is almost 4 o'clock. We still have 3 hours left because this event ends at 7, and so far we have 38 sales so far, which is pretty good. I wasn't expecting much again for Thursday. 1, because it wasn't that busy last year, but also 2, it's Thursday and most people, even though it might be winter break, they might be at school or they have work. So I wasn't expecting much traffic, but it was actually not too bad today. If it was like this today, I would expect tomorrow to be slightly busier or about the same. Saturday will probably be much more busy because Saturday, and then Sunday might be about the same as Thursday. And that's typically the pattern that I've experienced so far. Finally done for the day. We packed up, and they did mention, I think, to put your trash can in the front of your booth so then they can clean it up overnight. So see you tomorrow. Hello, it is day 2 of Anime LA. It is 9:26 and the show doesn't start till 10. We got here at 8 in the morning just to, I don't know, just get here early, and so I'm not stressed out about everything. But we just finished setting up maybe like 10 minutes ago. I actually don't know if the loading dock opens today. They directed us to go to the front, so then we had to go through the front. Luckily we didn't have a wagon, so it's not something I had to consider with a ramp. After counting the numbers, to be honest, we did pretty well for a Thursday yesterday. I wasn't expecting much, definitely just had low expectations based on last year, and again, it being a Thursday. If I were to compare those numbers with a past con, honestly, like, it was pretty good. And as mentioned before, I think what contributed to that success was because of the stamp rally that I'm a part of, incentivizing people to buy a little bit more with ribbons and just really promoting that I'm here. Again, it also helps that I have a much higher following than last year. I am running low on a few things like the Vegeta stickers and pins. Actually sold out on Vegeta stickers, so hopefully I can get all of that restocked on Saturday. I do have some Chainsaw Man stickers that are coming in Saturday as well, so hopefully people are interested in that. We are also running low on the Mualcaina logo ribbon. I think there's only like 30 left. I don't think it's gonna last until Saturday, so I need to figure out how I would add that on later. So as you can see, there are 3 empty tables next to us, which does not look good, especially if you're coming in that way. You look into here and you see these empty tables. It's like, why would I want to go through these tables? So apparently what happened as to why the tables might have been empty, usually there's a few reasons. 1, either they got sick and they just couldn't come because it is the first event after the holidays. But second, there were a few artists, even the ones that I knew, that tried to buy a table. There was an issue with Artist Alley tables where like people just couldn't put in their money, but then when payment did go through, they were charged multiple times, so then ALA had to refund them, and I think a few artists just accepted the refund and not actually signed up. But for whatever reason, these artists still got a table. Now there's like a whole bunch of empty tables, and they are telling people like, oh, if you know an artist who is willing to sell here, they can come in. So I'm wondering if people will actually do that. Thank you, Ryan and Vanessa, for the ube bread. So sweet. So I forgot to share this yesterday, but so sweet. I went to get an autograph from Itadori's English voice actor, and he's so nice. I gave him a pin and a sticker, and then I knew he likes Nanami, so I gave him a Nanami sticker. and the Nanami ribbon, and he really liked it. And then he gave me this ribbon, and then he signed this pen, and he's so nice. And then he realized I was an artist, and he was like, oh, you don't have to pay for it. And I'm like, it's okay, I already paid. So he asked me like, oh, do you want like any of these prints signed? So my sister does like Star vs. the Forces of Evil, so I had him sign this print, and I think she'll love it, and it's so cute. Update, it's been 2 hours, it is 12:03, and it's been really dead. We've only had 7 sales today, which is drastically different from yesterday, where we had like a good number of sales by this time. I'm wondering if there's either a panel going on, or people just bought everything they wanted yesterday and are pretty much done for the weekend, which is surprising because you wouldn't expect Thursday to be a lot more slow versus Friday, but we'll see how it goes later today. Y'all, I'm not kidding when I say there's not that many people. It's literally 12:18. Since it's pretty dead, I will mention that you don't have to purchase ribbons or outsource them. I know a few people who have made it themselves, like this particular shop has made these, and they're super cute. There are a few tutorials on YouTube that you can look up on how to create your own ribbons at home if you're on a budget or you just don't know how many ribbons you want. It's not a bad idea to make them yourself. Also, another thing that I saw with this particular ribbon, and they made it themselves, and I like the idea of putting a sticker of your logo on the back, because it does attach on the front, so then how would they know where they got it from? They have a logo on the back, so that's really smart too. Something to consider for next year. Also, they do allow you to bring outside food, so definitely pack some if you want to save money. Okay, now that it is about an hour and a half until the end of the show, looking back on the sales numbers, it is somewhat on track to hit yesterday's number of transactions. I'm not sure how it is financially. I would say it is about the same as yesterday. I would note that yesterday was more so like there were a lot of sales in the morning, and then it kind of trickled down and then slowed down as it got later in the day. I feel like today it was pretty slow in the morning, and then it kind of just spaced out throughout the day. So it wasn't necessarily like fast and slow, it was just pretty consistent. I'm curious to see how it is tomorrow, but I think what definitely slowed down the number of sales was just because I ran out on a lot of the more popular items, like the Pachita pin, Pachita sticker. I think I'm out on Muta pins, I'm not sure. I would have to check. However, I am getting some tomorrow, so that's really helpful. The current status of our ribbons as of Friday evening, we're running really low on the logo ribbons because that is what came with every $15+ order. I think of all of the 3, we're running low on like the one-piece stuff. And I think we're just not running low on this one, only because I'm out of Pachita stuff. I know now to order at least 150 or 200 because all of these were just 100 each. Hello, it is day 3 of Anime LA. It is 8:14 in the morning. We arrived right at 8 and we just finished taking down the tarp. Today is Saturday, so I am going to hopefully expect that it will do a lot better today, at least compared to all 4 days. Also, my Chainsaw Man stickers just arrived last night actually. Hi! So it's been about 35 minutes since the con opened, starting out pretty strong. I think we're about 10 still? Like somewhere around there. Not too bad.
I think I decided. Can I get one of the Pochita stickers?
Okay.
One of the Totoro stickers. And then I forget what they're called, but it's like the duck with the...
Oh, the turtle duck?
Yeah, the turtle duck. Thank you. They're so cute. And then, do you have any of the one-piece contact?
Yes, the whole crew. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
And just to double check, you wanted these 3 stickers and this magnet.
Yes.
Yeah, your total is 20. And then with card. Alright. So for the magnet and the 3 for 12 deal plus tax, this is your total. And you can tap whenever you're ready. Thank you. And then it'll just ask you a few things on the screen.
I'm so glad to like check your boots.
Oh, thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah, of course. We're starting off the day right with a different little ribbon.
Yeah.
We were,
Okay, and then these are your 3 free ribbons. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the con. So it is now 4:38. I did ask ALA staff this morning if I could move tables. As I mentioned previously, there are 3 vacant tables to my left. I asked, requesting, oh, could I move my space just a few rows to the left? I'm closer to the aisle. Right now, they're prioritizing table sales, which more often than not, I don't recall anyone buying a table. And while I don't agree that, like, first of all, it doesn't even look good that there's a few tables that are empty. Not even a few, there's a lot of tables empty. But, I mean, what am I gonna do? Before I forget, I know some other vendors and even like some voice actors who are having some issues with the internet. I know Verizon and I think T-Mobile have been doing pretty well within this convention center. If you don't have those 2 service providers, the internet is a little spotty, so some people did have some trouble with connecting their card reader and even just collecting card payments, so that is something to consider. Hello, it is the last day of Anime LA. We are late. Jody's with her breakfast burrito. It's 11:23. We didn't get here till exactly 10, so we were coming in once attendees were coming in. We're going pretty okay so far. When I counted the numbers, it's a little funny because Thursday was actually my highest grossing day this weekend, followed by Saturday and then Friday. To be honest, there wasn't one day that was very high compared to the others. I feel like each day was relatively consistent, maybe with a margin of like a couple $100 each day. I'm not sure how it was for other people. I know some people said that Friday they did a lot better than Saturday compared to Thursday. So I think it just really depends on the person and what they were offering. I think another reason why Saturday was slightly less than Thursday was also because I did run out of my D grade bags, I believe by Friday. So this was one event where I definitely should have brought more. Can't do much about it. I think I brought about 2 or 3 of each bag, so that would be about like 15 or so. I think we were down to like 1 beige bag. Also, a few people have been leaving early. Like, I'm not saying like they left a few hours early, like they packed up and left. The table behind us like just left early last night. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe they had an emergency, but I know some people weren't doing so well at this con. Like a few people I've been talking to, they just broke even yesterday, which understandably so if you did fly and you had a hotel, plus the table fees are expensive here. So I wouldn't recommend this show, particularly if you're not local. For us, we did have to pay for hotel fees, so that's another thing we had to consider. But for us, we did break even by Thursday, so that was super helpful, so I didn't really have to worry about that. Good thing I got more pins because initially when I brought them to ALA, I think I brought like 20 and then I ran out by Friday and then I got 20 more and now we're down to 5. Hi! I did not vlog much today. I mean, it's about the same anyway. So it's 4:46 and a lot of people are packing up because it does end at 5 and it's gotten pretty slow about this time. I feel like today went okay. I wouldn't be surprised if it's about around the same number as the past couple days because a few people did buy some of the Eat a Bag displays, so I'm totally out of the black bags, and then they bought a red bag. We pretty much finished out most of the ribbons. This is all I have left. I don't have any more One Piece or my Mualcaina logo ribbons. I have plenty of Nanami ribbons and a few Pachita ribbons left. Also, surprisingly, we sold out on the Pachita pins, which is just insane because I remember bringing 20 in. We sold out by Friday, and then we had more Saturday morning, and then they just sold out like several hours ago. All in all, I will say I've mentioned this previously, do not underestimate the power of ribbons at this con. I know ribbons isn't a very popular or common thing for a lot of conventions. However, at this con, ribbon culture is very, very deep, I would say. So I don't think I showed it, but this is how the ribbons look on my badge. I did get some from other vendors, but I didn't want to feature them on here only because I know they're gonna get dirty. I mean, the longer it goes, you might have to pin it, and personally, I'd rather be able to see them, so I just wanted to save them and then attach it on my ribbon badge later on when I'm at home, so then I can display them and kind of keep it as a yearbook of the different vendors I've met and the different memes that were there at the time. Overall, I would not recommend this con if you are not local, and if your major expense would be like flights or anything, because tables here are already expensive. Hotels around the area are already expensive because it's Long Beach. At the moment, gas is also expensive, so then you have to consider that if you are driving here. So it is something to consider if you are flying over. We're pretty much packed up for the rest of the day. Thank you for watching this vlog. Please watch this Artist Alley vlog for my most recent one. Thumbs up, subscribe, bye!